morning show where we talk about the latest topics in entertainment. I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper.
I'm Shannon Coffey.
I'm Allie Colbert.
And I'm Lucas Tim. Hi, everyone.
Yay! Happy Tuesday!
Happy Tuesday.
Welcome back, Allie. We missed you.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be back.
Yeah.
But my grandma called me yesterday and she said it was the best show yet.
She's really supportive.
Yeah. She said it's crazy what they can do with makeup.
Yep.
That was you the whole time.
Look like a whole different
it's
person.
really frightening. In the news of Shondaland, Shonda Rhimes has officially announced 8 new shows that will be released on Netflix. The new series comes as part of Shonda's move to streaming services. Some of the projects in the works include a series based on a New York Magazine feature about Anna Delvey, a documentary about Debbie Allen's The Nutcracker, and an adaptation of the book The Warmth of Our Sons.
Ooh, I'm excited for this.
So did she comes up with everything? Like, isn't she like tired?
She's probably real tired.
Yeah.
No, she is like a dynamo, and it's amazing to see them take her from ABC and then just promise her all of this landscape. Like, she can just literally create all these different worlds.
All this is yours,
Yeah,
my
seriously.
child.
Like, who else gets that sort of leverage? And I'm the most excited for Debbie Allen's show. I don't know if you guys know who Debbie Allen is. Do you? Yes, she's amazing.
Woo!
I recently went on a deep dive on her Instagram, and she has the Debbie Allen Dance Academy, and she really is training like the next generation of dancers. And so to see the documentary, it's called Chocolate Nutcracker. It's like an all diverse. I am so excited. I will watch that from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I'm most excited about a show called Sunshine Scouts, which is about these girls at a sleepaway camp, these teenage girls who survive the apocalypse, and then they like restart society with their own rules, and I'm like, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that one sounds good too. And then I like listening to, there was one about DC staffers and their relationship with the first family.
Called The Residents, like upstairs, downstairs. I'm really pumped about that one.
Yeah.
No.
I wonder why. Before I want to talk about Shonda, I feel like I should honor her with the best line ever from a Shonda show, so let me just get this right. Why is your penis on this dead girl's phone? You recognize that How to Get Away with Murder, season 1.
One and only
But this is a big deal for Shonda. You know, she was with ABC for 15 years, where she literally made the most successful ABC shows, now owns a night. Shondaland owns Thursday nights. And if you read that article, she did an interview with the New York Times as well. You know, when her deal was coming up and she was approached by Netflix, she actually kind of was looking at Netflix as the place to go.
Yeah.
And they offer a $100 million deal. Plus, she gets a percentage of the back end, which is like unheard of creators getting that percentage. Usually Netflix just owns everything. So the fact that she kind of wants to create, she said it, she wants to make Shondaland the way Marvel is for Disney. So the way, I don't think you'll ever see Shonda have her own network. It's just not the smart decision for her.
No.
Netflix will be the umbrella that produces her content and pays for everything. And yeah, I mean, this is great. I mean, she's not writing all of these shows. She's executive producing all of them. She's writing a few of them. But I'm really pumped because she also said, you're not going to see the Shondaland shows you saw on ABC. Like, she's not making another Grey's Anatomy, another Scandal.
She wrote all those shows.
She wrote all those shows except How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah.
She executive produces that. But you're going to see a new level of her creativity, her caliber. So I'm really excited to see the next level of Shonda.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about this on this table so many times, how Netflix is changing and evolving and being super inclusive, and Shonda is known for that. When you look at her network shows, the characters are black, white, Asian, gay. I mean, she covers every territory, so I love that she'll have even more freedom to tell other stories on Netflix. I think she's really just gonna blow it up. It's gonna be amazing.
And this, I mean, this deal, this was before Ryan Murphy had his $300 million Netflix deal. And Dana Walden, who is the head of Fox, said this deal sent shockwaves to the industry because you can't compete with Netflix when they can offer these creators $100 million plus to come create shows for them. So Netflix is, like I said before on the show, is going to rule the world.
They're gonna take over Amazon, I feel like.
Isn't it crazy that I haven't seen that many Shonda Rhimes shows?
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a huge...
Get ready.
Her shows were Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy, Scandal,
Haven't seen
Private
it.
Practice,
Haven't seen
How to
it.
Get Away with Murder, and then
Haven't
the
seen
latest one is Station 19, which she doesn't write on, but she executive produces.
I don't watch any of those shows.
Yeah.
And
I watched Grey's Anatomy, but then aren't we in season 32 now?
Yeah, and I
Literally.
still watch it,
It's
so
like,
don't
isn't
hate.
the hospital,
Yeah.
the hospital's gone now. I feel like
The hospital has
the mall.
The hospital has been
mall.
set on fire. They rebuild it every time. We don't need McDreamy.
they're all
It's
still
fine.
doing their residency.
Yeah, and I can't believe that show is still on. But yeah, I mean, with Shonda's show,
love
I
that
watched Scandal the first 4 seasons. It was so good. And season 5, I was like, oh, yeah, God, I can't take Olivia Pope walking to slow mellow music at Fits and crying a little bit. And then How to Get Away with Murder, season 1, stuck with it. Started season 2, I was like, nah.
What is How to Get Away with Murder about?
Oh my God.
It's about a woman, a lawyer who helps people get away with murder.
Yeah, Viola Davis is amazing, and she has like all these students that work for her, and like they all become murderers. Like that's kind of how it is.
The thing about Shondaland though is that it is primetime soap operas, and so what you're saying is how a lot of people feel. Like she does these amazing, crazy storylines. It jumps the shark 18 times, but they always bring it back, which is why you stay into her shows for the long haul. Is that she brings it back with heart and all this stuff. Like it might take a season to do it, but she gets you trapped in like soap operas do.
And the new shows will be more like premium content, which I'm excited for.
I'm excited. Yeah. Anyway, the another show that I'm really excited about is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and it's coming back. Over the past 2 decades, Buffy the Vampire Slayer has really galvanized the public, and it's making a comeback. A reboot of the supernatural drama is in development at Fox 21 TV studios and will reportedly feature a Black actress in the lead role.
Woo!
Woo!
I cannot wait. I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Anything with vampires in it, I'm so down.
Did you like
Let me guess, you want to date?
Twilight?
Yeah, oh, I love Twilight.
Were you Team Edward or you were definitely Team Jacob?
What? Ew. Ew, wait, do you even know me?
Yeah.
I just feel like you would like
A werewolf?
Definitely Edward.
Never.
Oh, I thought you liked cats and stuff.
Yeah, cats are not
likes
werewolves.
birds.
I was
Really?
talking about how you want to like
No.
play around with cats. I'm sorry that I
But she
thought
wants to bang a vampire.
Yeah, ew, werewolves are gross.
Wait, are you kidding? Werewolves are gross.
She likes dead things.
She likes sharks.
Yeah.
You
You know I like cold men.
You were talking all about cats the other day. Even yesterday.
Wait,
that's the part.
werewolves aren't
cat is
cats
not
though.
bad.
Werewolves are more like dogs.
But you are like a furry.
That's true. I am a furry.
You're kind of like into like animal stuff, so like I'm surprised.
I don't know. Maybe it's just Taylor Lautner didn't do it for me.
You don't like
maybe?
Taylor Lautner?
I like him as a person. I just don't want to like make out with him.
But what about Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, I would. He's super dirty.
Skinny.
I know he
Yeah.
likes
Pale.
dirty too.
Yeah, I like dirty people.
No mustache though.
No mustache, but he could. No, actually,
No,
there's
he's
a movie where he
greasy
has a
enough that
mustache.
it's something.
Yeah, he's had a mustache in some films. You can look him up.
Well,
Okay,
back
so you
to-
watched
yeah.
Buffy.
Yeah, I actually like the film more than the show, which I guess is a controversial statement to make.
Right.
I've
Well,
never
wasn't
seen
that
the show.
didn't the movie come to be because like fans raised money for it and didn't? Yeah, I thought
Oh,
it was,
did it?
yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, don't you love when fans are like, "You're not gonna let this end,"
Yeah.
and they like have a GoFundMe that's like, "Make more."
Yeah.
I love that. This audience kind of sucks.
Buffy was like that though, but what I'm worried about is that Sarah Michelle Gellar was so iconic in this
Yeah.
role that I feel like anybody taking on the role of Buffy is being set up for failure. So I think
people are gonna get angry.
what I would love to see them do is bring back the Buffy universe and bring in a new Slayer with a different name and a whole different storyline. That's
Brittany,
the only way I
you were
can
thinking
fans-
like a real producer
I'm
right now. Let me
trying.
tell
I
you,
like
that's
that.
a good idea.
Yeah,
You're
because I
taking
want it
care
to
of
be
people.
successful, especially if it's a Black lead. But like
Right.
nobody can replace Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Right.
She was iconic.
But what about Tessa Thompson? I feel like maybe she's like too big for the TV show,
you got a bit of a
I feel like Tessa Thompson would fucking kill it as Buffy. I
Yeah.
feel like she could take over for Sarah Michelle Gellar and do it like.
She'd do a
just-
killer
that
job.
is
But
true.
she's in so much. She's in so many movies and
know.
shows. Though.
she deserves more.
I know.
Yes,
true.
she does.
But the original creator Joss Whedon is involved and is executive producing it, which means it will, I think have that caliber that the original series had.
Yeah, definitely.
But do you think they could bring back Sarah Michelle Gellar as like some sort of like coach? Like
They
Slayer
have
coach?
to.
Like
Yeah.
this is how you stab.
Oh,
like
that's
just
funny.
like a couple episodes where she teaches her how to kill the vampires. So like we get that fixed, but like then she can leave.
I would just put you in there and just
Yeah.
do that. This is how you stab.
Or is it more
How you
like
stab.
She's still married to Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I could have sworn they would be divorced by now.
They're
know.
so
They're
good
so
together.
lovely.
I just watched the Scooby-Doo movie.
Oh my God,
Like,
yeah.
And they're so geeky in it. I love it.
Yeah, they're cuties.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about him.
Oh, really?
He's alive.
What is he doing now?
I don't know.
He's
Being her
being
husband.
a good dad and a good husband.
He's a dad.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
like 2 kids.
He's someone who, like, growing up, I thought he was like so cute, and now, well, obviously now, but now when I see him, I'm just like, he's one of those like perfect faces that's like not as hot as you would think.
I disagree. I'm still into
I
it.
think he's still pretty hot.
Yeah.
Really?
And now he's
Yeah.
all salt and pepper and.
Oh, I love that.
Yum, yum,
I
yum.
love that.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
Ooh, this conversation went places, guys. Moving to film news. Here's the sitch. Kim Possible is coming back as a live-action film. Disney released pictures of stars Sadie Stanley as Kim Possible and the Goldbergs Sean Gambroni as Ron Stoppable at Comic-Con this past weekend. Fans of the original animated series are super excited to see their favorite spy on the big screen, but unfortunately we'll have to wait until next year to see the film. Are we excited for Kim Possible?
Beat me when you want to reach me.
Yes, a lot of Kim Possible fans in the house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Original I'm with her, feminism right there.
The picture they had of the actress playing her literally looks like a costume photo. Like if you go to the Halloween store and you're like, oh, I want to be that one.
Yeah.
Like teen costumes, Kim Possible.
That looks like, I'll take the Kim Possible costume. Like, I don't know why this is their. That's just a weird photo to me.
But how much you want to bet that at Halloween that's going to be in every Halloween store?
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
The exact same thing.
True.
Should we all dress up like Kim Possible?
Ooh.
Oh,
down.
yeah.
I want to
Lucas is down.
dress up like the mole rat.
Yeah, the naked mole rat.
Naked mole rat. That's the first time I learned about naked mole rat.
I know.
Yeah.
It was an education.
I know.
It was a huge day for the naked mole rat community. That show really changed everything for them.
Really did.
Yeah.
Really, they were shunned before that. Now just celebrated heroes.
I'm excited about this, though. Do you think they're going to have to update it a lot, though? Because the whole thing was call me, beat me when you want to reach me. Like
Right.
pager.
Yeah.
No, I think they are gonna keep the pager. I made a joke about a pager the other day in this office, and they literally, like, the interns were like, what is she talking about? How old is she? I think one of them started crying. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, they didn't understand the technology. It was very, very embarrassing
But
for me.
that will be.
Update it. Call me, snap me if you want to reach.
Yeah, but like what the Snapchat? Like Kim saved the world. Like snap.
Yeah.
Kim, snap us your tits.
She's like, oh no, it went away. I don't remember where they are.
I'm saving the world.
Oh, she's like a sexy dog.
Right. Or it could be funny if she's the only one using a pager. Like everyone's texting, like, oh, sorry guys,
She's
I gotta go call my boss.
I
And
don't
she
even
walks
know how
over.
to use a page. You have to call it, right?
Don't they send you a number and then you call that number?
Yeah.
Or
Mail
you can't-
something in.
Wasn't there a version where you could send a message? It was like you could text them and they could read it and they'd be like, oh, I'm on my way.
Oh, but you can't. Right. Yeah. I know.
You can only do short things.
Yeah, you could like page one if it's an emergency.
Well,
page
my
two.
mom's in the audience. Should we
None
ask
of us know about pagers. This
Yeah.
is like, what is the internet? Like, we have no idea what they are.
I wanted to. First of all, your mom's so young, she wouldn't know. Got you, girl. He's like, my mom's an old hag. She's here. Let's cut to her. I was kind of hoping they would make Kim like a little older. Like I was ready for like a new sexy Kim Possible, and this is just like a cute film. Like I wanted like a girl who's like fights crime, does a little coke, like gets angry. Like that would be hot. You know what I mean?
Like Jessica Jones?
Like, hops on a
Right.
motorcycle. Like I don't want to see this little kid
I would
running
love-
around fixing like cyberbullying.
I'd love Disney to think that, to do that one. Fixing cyberbullying. Yeah, that's to fix it.
He's bullying you on Facebook. I'm coming right over. Like,
But you know that's going to be a plot line, which is why I'm laughing so hard.
yeah, I just want like real, like, you know, I want violence.
You want the adult Kim Possible.
What I thought was fun too, that to tie back to Buffy, Allison Hannigan, who was on Buffy, is going to be on this as well. She was cast as like a doctor or something. Like, yeah. But she was on Buffy, the redhead one. That's
What's
from
her name?
American Pie. Allison Hannigan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, she's okay. She's having a moment, I guess.
Yeah, she's
Good
in,
for her.
tied to both. I just wanted to tie those two stories together.
Totally, you
Fun.
did a great
Yeah,
job with
thank
that.
you so much.
Ha ha ha. In Pete and Ariana news, Pete Davidson announced that he's going to be taking an Instagram break. He posted an Instagram story saying that the internet is an evil place and doesn't make him feel good. Ariana tweeted she will be taking a break from Twitter and Instagram as well, but will still be on Snapchat. She wrote to a fan, yeah, I'm probably going to post on there for a little while and take a breather from Twitter and Instagram for a little. Just sometimes can't help but bump into some negative shit that really can bum you out, and it's not worth it, honestly. Promise I'd always tell you, I love you so much, be well and happy. Wow, I thought tweets were short.
Yeah, no.
Now you get like 240 characters.
Does she know what a period is? Or a comma? Or
It's the internet. We don't need that stuff.
I think once in a while it'd be good to throw it in there.
It's just funny.
I just
They're so annoying on social media, and now they're like, we're gonna take a break. Like, it's so negative. Like, don't be so annoying.
Well, yeah, that's what happens. You're posting pictures with your tongue out like every fucking minute, and just of course people are gonna be like, stop doing this.
Yeah, stop doing it.
That's how you really feel.
Well, like, I mean,
I feel like you guys are the main reason.
Well,
they
okay.
I know what you're
So
gonna say.
in the beginning, I was so for them. I really like Ariana Grande. I think she's very talented and
love
could be
this.
the next
I love
generation of pop icons. I believe that. But
Then what happened?
then what happened? Allie kind of showed me the light in a way. Like,
I did.
sending me all the pictures they were posting and all the ones he kept doing. I'm like, oh my fucking God, guys, we get it. You like each other. Like, stop it.
I was sending him like 5 a day, and after he was just like, it's enough!
It's enough. I can't do it anymore. I can't. I'm done. I don't like them anymore.
This is the edgiest I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I know, because she got me. He
was like, he wrote back to me once. He was like, okay, it's done. Like, it's enough of them.
I don't know, Lucas. Your feed is a lot of your girlfriend and Hillary Clinton, though.
Okay, two very important women in my life.
Ooh. I mean, when I first opened up your Instagram when I was meeting you, I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, this guy really likes these women.
I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm not.
Yeah? I'm going to make you log off.
Okay, well, you know what? The internet's evil. Yeah, the internet's evil. We had 12 hackers just hack our election. That's what evil.
Here we go.
Trolling Pete Davidson is not evil. At times, they get over yourself a little bit. Okay, I'm
back.
Allie, woo!
Back to Pete, though, we have seen them in the last 2 months completely, it was overkill. And you know that they were being attacked on a daily basis because they were so annoying. So if they turn Lucas negative, I'm sure they turned a lot of people
know.
negative.
Lucas?
I know.
I love everything. Yeah.
So I don't think they had a choice but to step back because it was like once you put so much of your life out there that often, that openly, I mean, you're going to get attacked. There's trolls everywhere.
By the way, Ariana Grande updated her story 4 times this morning. So.
On Instagram.
I was looking at it when we were in the hair and makeup, and it was just like, you're not really taking a break.
No.
Yeah.
I love
Mac Miller just did a Beats One interview where he was talking about how he wasn't on social media just naturally, like he didn't take a break, he was just not posting. And everyone was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Is everything all right? And he was like, what is this deal where like I have to use social media or else I'm like, something's wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of pressure.
The one thing I am a little surprised about is Pete kept his account up. Right now it's still up, but he's deleted all of the photos. So I'm just like, okay. Usually he deactivates. He'll like put that message up, deactivate. People will circulate that screenshot. The fact that he's up, deleted those photos is confusing. This is not a Miley Cyrus rebrand.
Yeah.
And I think there's trouble in paradise.
Ooh, Wow.
What was our bet?
I said through December. I bet through December.
You said after December. I said till December.
We made a bet like the first day we met each other.
We made a friendly little bet on the longevity of this relationship.
I think they will be together through December, but you think until
Christmas, she'll want to put on the Santa hat.
I don't know. I wish them well, but I think they've put a lot of pressure on their relationship, and I think any couple would have a hard time dealing with all of the negativity. Maybe they're doing this as a step to try to like reconnect, and good for them, but like, I don't know, man.
Also, I think it's funny about this too is like the whole announcing that you're going off social media. Like, it's like, I don't know, maybe some months I haven't used Instagram a lot, but I didn't announce it, hey guys, I'm taking a break.
Nobody
just
cares.
Like, no one, just don't go on it.
She's
just
like,
stop,
no, about you.
Nobody cares about like
well, no one cares about me. Yeah, I know that, but
no,
I
but don't we have those friends who do that? I have friends who are like constantly like, hey, I'm taking a break. And I'm like, from what? Posting yourself at Trader Joe's? Like, what are you doing? Like,
right.
Yeah, no one cares.
I mean, I guess I make, when you're a superstar like that, I guess it makes more sense to you. People know you're all right. Like, oh my God, Ariana Grande is dead. She hasn't posted in a day. I get that, but I mean, when it's our level, my level, I would say don't be posting that.
Well, it is weird that things like regular people post all the time. I'm like, who do you think you are?
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a whole
I guess it's like part of the fake it till you make it thing where I've seen some people who like started acting like they were something on social media and then they actually become famous and they're like, oh shit. And I'm like, you got your own series now?
Oh, well.
Like, what? That's all I need to do is
Well,
fake
that's
it?
good.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah, I know. So maybe
do that.
try it.
do that.
I know, I'll try it.
Yeah. Well, moving on, I have some really, really exciting possible news. Is One Direction planning a reunion? The pop boy band's Twitter account came back to life on Monday, sending Directioners into a frenzy. Having been inactive since December 2017, 1D returned to the Twitterverse to celebrate the band's 8-year anniversary. Eager fans also noticed a now-deleted Ticketmaster listing of a comeback show for December 2020, pointing to rumors of a reunion tour. Dun, dun, dun.
Why is 8 years significant?
So funny. I think that's so funny. Literally, okay, it means they haven't been active in 2 years, right? So that means 8 minus 2 is 6. So they were a band for 6 years. So we were celebrating a
8
band.
minus 2 is 6.
Yeah, thank you. That's math. 6 years of a band being like a band, which, okay, I mean, they were a global phenomenon, but it's not that significant. I mean, Shan, I don't want to insult you. I know you love them.
She is our resident One Direction.
They're very talented. I'm just saying, like 6 years.
I just don't get,
6 years is a big
Beatles.
deal. I mean, they basically are the Beatles, though. They were so popular.
No, not Beatles level, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't write their own music that much. They did some of it. But literally, it's a big deal when a boy band lasts for that long and can have that many albums, can do what they did. Like, and they were, you know, they were really unique. They didn't dress the same. They like were very casual and would like dance at their concerts like in goofy style. Like if you didn't get it, I'm not here to justify people's existence to you, okay?
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was,
Getting her so mad.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about me doing this now.
Yeah.
It's not for you. My girlfriend has glasses. She's always. Okay, so what I was gonna say was that Ticketmaster doesn't accidentally put up something, okay? I'm tired of everyone being like, oh, it's an accident. We weren't supposed to see it. Everything is on purpose. Everything is programmed. They're fooling us. The man is out to get us. Wake the fuck up, people.
We never landed on the moon.
We never
that's
landed on the moon.
true.
That never happened.
Avril Lavigne is dead.
What's
James Dean was
that's a
alive.
clone.
Ooh, Katy
Yeah.
Perry is who's that girl? John Benet Ramsey.
yeah.
And
I believe
Justin
that.
Bieber is 100% a lizard person. Have you seen that video where his eyes go? Blah, blah, blah?
He's a prostitute.
Yeah.
That one sounds like a conspiracy. Yeah.
But I do have a question. So all of these guys started their solo careers, right?
Yeah, pretty much all of them have launched solo careers, some of them better than others.
Yeah.
So that's my question. I feel like maybe this is like a cash grab for them. Like maybe they tried the solo thing. The only one that I really see out there really hitting it is Zayn, and he left the group
Harry
on his
Styles,
own.
though.
Yeah,
Harry
who
Styles
else?
is a little bit.
They don't have solo
He was just on
careers.
tour.
Yeah,
They
they've
all have
all
their own
released
solo
solo
careers.
music.
I feel like their biggest solo career is literally each of them masturbating alone. None of them. Like,
Fair.
what is it?
Well,
I know Harry Styles.
He's outing his fans.
Yeah, I mean, whether or not you've heard their music, they definitely all released
Yeah,
music.
and I remember seeing all their singles. My point
Yeah.
is maybe that wasn't as lucrative as they had hoped that it would be.
Yeah.
And now they're kind of testing the waters. Like, let's see if people care that it's
Right.
been 8 years. Let's see if they care about this Ticketmaster thing.
Oh, I mean, the thing is, whether or not they release like a fake little concert ticket or whatever, the fans have never stopped talking about it. It's always on my feed. It's nonstop on Tumblr. People are always like, it's been this many days. Like, no one has let it go. If you were a directioner, you're still thinking about it constantly. And they never broke up. They said it was a break, so they're coming back. My number one issue is that the photo only includes 4 of the 5 members. We can't have a comeback without Zayn. It's unacceptable. It will not happen under my watch. I just want to let everybody know Zayn will be there. I will drag his ass myself.
But he left the group.
Yeah, he left the group. So is the group allowed to have a reunion without him, considering
Yeah.
the fact that he when he
Define allowed. Allowed by who? Allowed by what?
my question is, when he left the group, first of all, that's so true. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
When he left the group,
Passion.
did the 4 of them still perform without him?
Yes.
So unfortunately, I think that means when they reunite, you just went like this,
Yeah, it was like broke your heart a little bit.
I love to see you're passionate about this.
Why did Zayn leave the group?
Just because it was
Because of
really,
the
it was never
Hadids.
really his vibe, you know? Like, Zayn never really got a chance to do his music. Like, they were always kind of going for a more, like, pop rock thing. And he was kind of unhappy. They also, like, management controlled them a lot. So it wasn't the easiest thing to
Oh yeah,
be
tell
a
me
part
more
of.
about that.
Wait,
No, but they have, like, really strict contracts. Like, all these boy bands and girl bands are, you know, like, they micromanage who you can talk to, who you can sit next to. Like, they couldn't do an event without being like, we gotta split up Harry and Louis. They can't sit next to each other because the rumors will spread. Like,
Right.
everything was so
rumors.
Managed.
And they were put together. They were put together on X Factor,
Yeah.
right? So they were individual
Simon
and
Cowell.
became. Yeah, Simon Cowell made them into a group.
Yeah.
I really like The Wanted better, though.
No, the Wanted, they're so evil. They're not talented. They're mean. They're bullies.
I don't
That woman
even
just
know.
gasped.
Who
wow.
even is it?
I'm glad you came.
I have no idea.
Ew, my ears are bleeding.
I have
You're
no
just doing that
idea.
to tease me.
I am. I'm sorry. Well, I want to move on to one of my favorite love stories of the year. Serena Williams was hungry for some pasta, so her husband, Alexis Ohanian, did the only thing he could do. He flew her to Italy. Then he posted a picture of the couple in Venice with the caption, "She wanted Italian for dinner, so ...
Wow.
Which is a joke. It's obviously a joke.
Is it?
No.
He's a billionaire.
It is a joke. It's a joke, but I think it's nice.
I think it's great. I mean, she deserves it. She deserves
Yeah,
to
she
be.
does.
I mean, honestly, that's the most romantic thing I've ever heard in my
Oh,
life.
it's so amazing.
I want Italian
It
food all the
is.
time. If someone could just fly me there right now to eat Italian food, it'd be great. I, don't
I
know.
really
I'd
love
it.
them as a couple. I think they're goofy and nerdy in all the same ways. That Vanity Fair article they did on them made me really understand their love affair. I'm like co-signing all of this. So I do, in my mind, want to believe that he was like, baby, you want some bolognese? Get on my jet.
But I love the idea of that. But it's also like, well, you want some bolognese? Can you go pack a bag, and then we'll get in the car and we'll get to the jet. The jet will land. We'll take a cab to the hotel. Then we'll go to dinner. I don't know. Do you just want to walk into a place? Should we make a reservation? I guess we can go there. What's this word? Pray go. I'm tired. Like
Romance is not dead.
Whoa.
It would take a long. When people are like, just get on a plane and go. Like, you know how much longer that takes? Like,
But when you're that,
always has a bag packed, and they have a team of assistants.
When you're that rich, it's literally like,
When you're
you want to go
that
to Italy,
rich,
then you have 5 cents. Oh my god, and then they run around, they're getting everything, they're packing bags, and they don't even notice
it
anything.
doesn't
They just
matter
like
how
walk on a
rich you
plane.
are. Like the time doesn't change for rich people.
I don't know. I think if you got on the jet and all the stuff's already there, you don't care. You walk into any restaurant, it's Serena Williams.
If anything, it's just the gesture, and I love it.
If I said I want Italian and my girlfriend said, well, let's go to Italy, I would say, can you shut the fuck up? I'm not going to Italy right now. I don't have time for that. I have an early day tomorrow. I'm going to order in. I want to sit here. I'm not getting on a fucking plane. By the time we get there, it'll be tomorrow at 9 a.m. This is the least romantic thing I've ever heard. This is a schlep.
Allie's girlfriend, are you
lucky,
okay?
Allie.
Are you okay?
Does she need lucky girl.
Oh my God,
lucky.
are you in an abusive relationship? Should we help you blink twice?
Low maintenance over here.
It's just so anxiety.
You're angry is on a whole another level. Do you have a Snicker bar for
No,
you? Like,
you're very accurate. It's true.
I think they definitely didn't just go to dinner, though. I think they hung out afterwards.
Yeah.
They saw some sights. They didn't just eat pasta and get back on the plane.
Also, they were just at Wimbledon, right? So maybe they were like already in London. We don't know where they were flying from. Maybe it was just like a 2-hour flight.
I know, but you know where you can get amazing pasta? 25th and 3rd, okay?
Yeah.
That's a great place. And she could have been there in 2 minutes.
I do love this. We also know celebrities do a lot of these grand gestures. You remember when Justin Bieber rented out the Staples Center for Selena Gomez, like to play a movie?
Yeah.
Did he play Titanic or something?
Oh, wow.
Oh, that worked out.
Cue screening for that.
And then Kanye West proposed to Kim in the, I don't know where he proposed, in some big stadium,
Oh, yeah.
in front of like everyone she knew.
Yeah. You know, one of my favorite ones is Jack Shepard.
Oh, tell me that, I don't know that one.
He and Kristen Bell, they're my favorite celebrity couple. They're fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
They're
I think
awesome.
when she had like booked a flight and she was feeling
I read
kind of stressed, and he went through the airline and booked the seat next to her and surprised her just to fly with her. Like just to go with her on a flight.
And she got to her seat, and he was sitting in her seat.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir, you're my seat. And like he didn't, and then he turned around, and she was like, oh my God.
I know. That is
That's really
romantic.
sweet. They're
That's
awesome.
cute.
They're such a great couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really cute.
That's
Yeah.
so cute.
I know. I love them so much. They're the best. Anyway.
And now it's time for our special guest. Dayna Isom Johnson is an Etsy trend expert, and Simon Doonan is a creative ambassador for Barney's New York. The two are now trying their hands at being judges for NBC's new game show, Making It, a new competition series that features the most talented makers from across the country as they take on a variety of handmade projects. Let's take a look.
I love people who make things.
And I love to make things. So we're hosting a new show on NBC where incredibly talented people are going to have a friendly competition.
Our makers paint and draw and make unique crafts out of unexpected materials. Let's fly.
They'll work in fabrics.
Oh, this feels nice.
Wood and metal working.
Cool taxi.
That's made of pine.
This show's gonna be incraftable.
Making It, an all-new crafting competition series, premieres Tuesday, July 31st on NBC.
Everyone, please give a warm Build Brunch welcome to Dayna Isom Johnson and Simon Doonan. Thanks for being here.
So happy to have you guys.
Yes. Well, that show looks so much fun. What made you want to be involved with it?
Well, I think for Simon and us both, we got the call, and there was no questions asked. We were just like, yeah.
I thought I was headed to a retirement home in Boca Raton, and Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman call and say, do you want to be in a crafting show? And you're like, no.
That's so fun. Wait, so tell us about working with Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman. They're hilarious. I think you guys are pretty hilarious, too.
Yeah.
And
What?
and like
No, but
sort
it
of
was-
what goes down on the show. I mean, I know there's woodwork and crafting.
Yeah, there's so much. I mean, Amy and Nick were just so warm and welcoming. I mean, for me, this was kind of my first foray into this type of life. Because, Simon Doonan is a legend.
Yes.
So, that's major props. So for me to even be with Simon was incredible. But then to not only be with Amy and Nick, they're funny, they're warm. It was a family environment. It was just really great.
Yeah.
It was
that's awesome.
insane. And also, but when you know how it is, when you're making something at home, you're fiddling around, and your guard comes down. down. When people are making stuff, their guard comes down. They become more interesting. They tell stories. They cry. Their emotions come out. So you'll see that happen over and over again in the show. Well, the real story. So it's very fun, very crazy, very creative, but also is like has this incredible emotional, real foundation.
And it's fun and creative, but it's a competition. So how does that work? How are people eliminated? Things like that.
We have the hardest job on the block, I think. Like everyone, is inspired. We have different themes each week, but it's up to Simon and I to go back and really fight each other. Oof. And we are the drama, pretty much. There's no drama between the contestants, but it was very difficult for us each week to figure out who has to go home.
Yeah.
We have to crush their dreams. And no, actually, that's an interesting point because Amy and Nick were very specific with us before we started. We do not want fake conflict on the show. We don't want anyone being mean to anybody. This is a feel-good thing. Crafts are positivity. Crafts are life-enhancing.
Yeah.
So they were very adamant about that. They're like, if you want to be evil, there's the door. So we left.
You walked right out. Yeah, no drama, no fun, right? What I love about the show is that I think it feels like it's any person can watch it, even if they don't make crafts. My mom's in the audience who literally will glue gun anything to a windowsill or decoupage a box, something like that. So is this for the average crafts maker or the expert or just anyone?
I think it's really meant for anyone. I mean, you're going to see such a range of talent, from woodworkers to people who specialize in felt. So some of the things that you're going to see are going to be like, whoa, I can't do that, but I can do a version. And I think we really want the goal of the show to inspire people to put their phone down, to get reconnected with family and friends, and get busy making.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think crafts are like an incredibly inclusive common denominator. Like, of you lot, I'm sure you all make your own little crafty situation. You see macrame.
I used to collage a lot. I used to collage my favorite singers and movies onto like a poster board or whatever. I have a whole Madonna thing I made once. It's whatever. I can tell you later. Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
You can.
You can.
Yeah.
You can.
The last thing I made, I think, was with a brown paper lunch bag, a book cover for like when you used to like in like sixth grade.
That's something.
Do it again.
Exactly.
I'll keep doing it. I won't stop.
Well, each one of us, we all have a maker inside of us, because if you think back to your sixth grade self, when you were making that book cover, there's that creativity in there. You just have to reawaken that person.
Yeah.
Make it come back.
And, I think what you just said is so interesting, because I remember all the dumb, hokey, dorky things I made right from going way back. I can't even remember what my parents looked like, but I can remember the crafts that I made. It's weird, how they... So it's funny how you called that out.
I was my last job as an assistant, I was actually surprised with how much when we were pitching shows, how many posters I would have to make, gluing and cutting, and I was like, oh my god, all the arts and crafts I did in school is like paying off in my real life. I think it's funny when you get to careers, like, oh, it actually works out. Is there anything on the show you can tell us some great challenge that we can look forward to? The hardest challenge, maybe?
The hardest challenge.
Or a particular creation.
Yeah.
Well, they were all pretty mind-numbing. Like, when I looked at them, I thought, wow, if I had to do that for Barney's window and whip it together under this kind of time pressure, they were all real challenging challenges. But that's part of the electricity of the show, the panache.
Yeah.
I would say crafting is having a moment again. I grew up in a very crafty family. My mom is on Etsy. She creates things, she crochets, she sells. But she's in this whole community now. Yes. And it is so robust. So what do you think is happening? Why are people kind of turning back to crafts like that?
It's a maker movement. It is just indeed coming back. I think right now we're in a time where a lot is dark and a lot of negativity going on. Crafting, like Simon said, you're bringing joy into your life. And if you mess up a project, big deal. Scrap it and start all over again. But it's about using your hands, bringing that joy, calling back that creativity, and just having a good time.
Yeah. And making some money.
Yeah, and it's a very forgiving, it's not self-critical, it's not really, even though we're judges, it's not a judgy kind of world. Yeah. Crafts should be a little bit hokey. There's nothing, they don't have to be pristine. You can fake it.
Simon, you made a video called How to Speak Simon, and I loved it so much. It was so funny. You have all these little terms that are just so you. Could you just share some of them with us?
Well, let me think now. A lot of them, I think, come from RuPaul's Drag Race.
I love it. I love it.
Do you love it?
I do. Yeah, when there was one that was like, what was it, Twee? When I was just thinking about my outfit where I was like, oh yeah. It was like one that you were like very grandma-like, and I was like, that's me.
Well, twee is a word that's very widely used in England, and I tried to introduce it to making it to the show because it is relevant. You know, when you're trying to make something that's a little sassy and a little groovy and a little sexy almost, but it looks a little grandma, and that's twee. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with being a little grandma. I myself, you can tell from this print.
It's like a little Golden Girls. Like, they were sexy
Exactly.
in their own way.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my vibe.
So, and Dayna, you're the trend expert at Etsy.
Yeah.
So obviously crafting is like a really, I mean, super general term, but what are some of the things we're sort of seeing emerging as like trends?
Oh, so much. What category do you want to touch? I mean, there's so much. No, but you know what trend I'm really digging right now, and we've talked about this before, is terrazzo. Have you heard about terrazzo? No. Okay, so it's an old kind of stonework, tile work that was done way, way back when. It came back in the 70s, and now it's back right now. So imagine like if someone took a lot of really beautiful stones, kind of crushed them all up, and put them together, back together. But you saw it then in tile work, but now you see it on earrings, on wallpaper. It's kind of like stretching out all beyond. And I also love face motifs, kind of like my earrings, but they're eyes. They're eyes.
Love those.
So lots and lots. But I think for the show, Simon is looking for like that thing that pops out that he would have done in a window. And I'm looking for what have I not seen on Etsy? What is something truly creative that I've never seen before?
That's hard.
For me, that was the most interesting part of doing this show was we would look at things together and discuss them, but Dayna has this remarkable perspective from working at Etsy of knowing globally whether something's trending, dying, peaking, coming back, having its third go around. Like Dayna has this extraordinary perspective that adds a whole additional dimension to the show, which is fascinating that I don't have. I'm more of a glue gun.
What is it like working with Simon?
Oh my God. Again, he's Simon Doonan. So, you know, I went to FIT in my school days and I studied Simon's windows, and I mean, he is the Simon Doonan. Hello. But to be able to work with him, we mesh so well together, and it's so nice to bring both of our perspectives from his background, from my background, and I think we really give not only great personality, but our feedback is really tremendous when we come together.
We had fun. Because like the first day off, I always remember our first day off, and we got up at the crack of ass, and we went hiking, got lost, snakes, coyotes, beyond. And then we went down to the beach. Oh, I don't have a swimsuit. Let's just go in our underwear. No one cares. And went swimming. And then we had lunch on the pier. Like it was like a girl's day out.
I love that.
She's like, Simon, I told you not to bring that up.
She's a respectable married lady. Married to a fantastic actor, actually.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
good for you, girl.
Good.
And Simon, I know of you because you were featured on the VH1's I Love the 90s, the 80s, the 2000s, which that's how basically I've learned about pop culture from the time before I was born. If you could describe something right now, like if you're on the I Love the 2010s, whatever, what would you say is the trend, the pop culture, like big moment?
The first thing I thought of was this new show with Hugh Grant, A Very English Scandal. Hugh Grant is back. He's so incredible in this show. There's only 3 episodes, but that is dynamite.
What network is that?
I think it's Amazon. I'm such an idiot.
We'll look up Hugh Grant TV. It's all good.
Yeah, A Very English Scandal.
He is a very English scandal, too, so that's why it's so great.
Yeah, bingo.
Got it. Got you, Simon.
Oh, Hugh Grant. I was thinking Hugh Jackman.
Well, Dayna and Simon, thank you so much for joining us. You can watch Making It every Tuesday at 10/9 Central on NBC starting July 31st. That's all from us. See you tomorrow, same time, same table. Woo!